Good morning, students. Welcome to my video lecture on manufacturing of ceramic matrix composites. This is a part of the course Fabrication and Processing of Advanced Composites ME 61011. Today we are going to look into one of the manufacturing process of ceramic matrix composite, which is polymer infiltration and pyrolysis, or the PEEP process. I am Nilanjan Das Chakladar, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering Department, IIT Kharagpur. So in this talk, we will primarily focus on polymer infiltration and pyrolysis. So what is the method? In this method, a low viscosity polymer, so we have already explained why a low viscosity polymer is required. A low viscosity polymer is infiltrated into a reinforcing ceramic structure or the fabric, followed by pyrolysis. Heating the polymer precursor in absence of oxygen when it decomposes and converts into a ceramic. Okay, so the conversion of ceramic is happening in situ. The ceramic produced by the pyrolysis is called as the polymer derived ceramic. Okay, so if you are asked what is a polymer derived ceramic, it is the ceramic which is produced during this pyrolysis process. Pre-ceramic polymers, polymers which can be converted into ceramics by the same process, by pyrolysis. PEEP technique is mainly used for fabrication of composites with silicon carbide matrices or from polycarbocylane. So this is the precursor. Okay, it's a silicon derived polymer precursor. Also, for example, it can be polymethylsilane, that is PMS, polymethylsilane. The yield of silicon carbide from the precursors is about 65%. So what does it mean? It means that 65% of the precursor, if the unit of precursor is 100, then 65% of it is directly being converted to silicon carbide. We have already studied what is yield in terms of manufacturing of fibers. Polysilazane, this is another precursor. This may be converted into silicon carbonitride or silicon nitride with ceramic which has a highest yield of 90%. Much higher rate, but it is to be mentioned that polysilazane is also an expensive precursor. Now, carbon matrix composites are fabricated by pyrolysis of either carbon thermosetting resins such as phenolics, Rudan resin, oxidized polystyrene, polyvinyl alcohol, or carbon thermoplastic resins such as pitch or coal tar. The carbon yield is also around 50 to 60%. Okay, so that means the carbon matrices are fabricated by a pyrolysis process, which we are discussing in the other day, in the previous video lecture. So when we fabricate carbon matrix from the carbon thermosetting resin or carbon thermoplastic resin, it also has to undergo the process which is pyrolysis. That means heating in absence of oxygen. Once you heat it absence of oxygen, what you will be left out with? Only carbon, pure carbon. Now the steps of PIP, steps of polymer infiltration and pyrolysis technique. So what do we see here at the first? On the right hand side is a ceramic fiber preforms. So formation of prepreg, the fibers are impregnated with a resin and then dried or cured to B stage. What is B stage? B stage means partial curing. In such condition, the polymer viscosity is increased and prepreg may be laid up. Layup, the prepreg is shaped by a tooling mold. That means there has to be a tooling mold against which we have to lay up. If you remember the example I was telling regarding the mosquito net, you spray a paint or a glue on it and then you try to bend it or drape it along a mold so that it can take the shape, but this shape is not permanent unless you actually infuse a resin or another liquid or another polymer so that it can cure over time the actual solidification of the polymer. Okay, so prepreg, it is shaped by mold. Then the molding method, the laid up prepreg is molded. In bag molding, a rigid lower mold is combined with a flexible upper mold which is pressed against the prepreg either by atmospheric pressure, that is using a vacuum bagging process. We will also come in detail of vacuum bagging process when we will discuss the manufacturing of polymer matrix composites, or it can be increased air pressure or gas pressure by mold. The pressurized preform is cured in an autoclave. A combination of pressure with an increased temperature may be achieved in compression molding. Okay, Till now we have not infiltrated the pre-ceramic polymer. Now we are infiltrating the pre-ceramic polymer. Look at the capillary effect. Okay, the capillary action. Infiltration of pre-ceramic polymer. The pores of the reinforcing structures are filled with a low viscosity solution of a pre-ceramic polymer when the preform is immersed into it. The infiltration process is driven by the capillary forces. We have already seen that. Therefore, it is commonly conducted at normal pressure. However, it may also be vacuum or pressure assisted. Now coming to the pyrolysis stage, because the pre-ceramic has already been infiltrated but the ceramic has not been formed, so we have to form the ceramic. Pyrolysis. Pyrolytic decomposition of the pre-ceramic polymer is performed at an atmosphere of argon at a temperature in the range of 800 to 13 degrees Celsius. Nitride matrices, silicon nitride, are fabricated in the atmosphere of nitrogen or ammonia. So you have to take nitrogen from the atmosphere. Volatile products such as carbon monoxide, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, methane, then water, that is water vapor, are released as a result of pyrolysis, forming a porous structure of resulting matrix. Now keep this in mind. Once you form the resulting ceramic matrix, that is not a uniform. Why is it not uniform? Because there are volatile products. Because this formation, this is not uniform throughout the structure or throughout the dimensions of the preform. So the value of the ceramic yield is determined by the weight loss, that is the amount of released volatiles. So whatever volatiles are released, that decides the yield based on the weight loss. So you see here you got the polymer matrix composite, which is being pyrolyzed, and it gives a porous structure. Okay, now if you look into the whole process, so this is the fiber preform, then the infiltration takes place, then after the infiltration has taken place, you move to pyrolysis. This is the ceramic matrix composite, and you keep on repeating this particular cycle. You keep on repeating this particular cycle for 8 to 10 times until the proper densification takes place. More the number of cycle, more densification it is, and at the same time porosity will be reduced. So multiple reinfiltration and pyrolysis. The infiltration pyrolysis cycle is repeated 4 to 10 times in order to decrease the residual porosity. Okay, so you have to reduce the pores of the ceramic matrix. So now coming to the advantages and disadvantages of this process, PIP process. First of all, I have already told you a number of times that this is a very popular process of fabrication for ceramic matrix composites, but there are also limitations. So first we will look into advantages. Fiber damage is hugely prevented. Good control of matrix composition and microstructure. Reinforcing phase may be used. So if you further reinforce, you remember we have been studying in the previous lecture that you can have the combined processes, slurry infiltration plus PIP process, or liquid silicon infiltration plus PIP process. So that means we can use the reinforcing phase. Net shape parts, this also has been explained. The near net shape structures can be fabricated because you are keeping hold of the accuracy of the preform which is being fabricated at the beginning. Matrices of various compositions, silicon carbide, silicon nitride, silicon carbonitride can be formed, and no residual stress. Now we say no residual stress, but there will be residual stress unless you keep on repeating the densification cycles. If you optimize the densification cycle, you will come at a stage where there is absolutely no residual stress. Okay, now but the limitations: fabrication time is relatively longer because of the infiltration and pyrolysis cycles. There is residual porosity, decreasing the mechanical properties. As I said, that it depends on the cycles. Relatively high production rate, high production cost, higher than the liquid silicon infiltration method. Okay, hope you have enjoyed my video. Thank you.